So what is Outlook? Outlook is a suite of tools, not just an email program. Normally, you think of it as email, and that's the basic need for Outlook. You can send and receive email. You can manage and share your calendar. You can create and manage contacts, and you can track tasks. Tasks would be part of the calendar class, but if I get that far today, if I'm speaking too fast because I'm trying to get to that, please let me know. But I will try to get to that at least for a little bit. Outlook is integrated with OneDrive, and all the information then is stored in the cloud, which just means the internet. I don't know why they came up with a name like the cloud. It's just the internet. That's all it means. And you can share your Outlook across all your devices. So once you have Outlook installed on your tablet or your phone or your laptop or your desktop, they all can have the same account, and you can read, respond, and create emails from the same account, which is really convenient. It's not the only program that has these options, but it is the one we're talking about today. How do you get access? Microsoft Outlook is included with the 365 subscription, and that would include Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and a OneDrive subscription with a terabyte of storage. All of that, for the last time I checked, was $39.99 a month. You can also get a free account at the outlook.com. That's free, but does not have all the capabilities that you have if you're buying the 365 subscription. When you're using Windows, and I'm not, I use a MacBook, but when you're using Windows, the start menu is how you access Outlook. And just as an aside, setting up Outlook on a MacBook was a little more convoluted than just installing the way it would work on a Windows machine. So you might want to, keep that in mind. I can always help if you have questions about that. You can contact our help people at help@getsetup.io, and they'll let me know that someone is hoping I'll help them get a Mac working on Outlook. So Outlook.com is the free web version of Outlook, and it does require a Microsoft account, but you can use Outlook.com from any browser. So don't think you're limited to Edge or Chrome. You can use it in any browser. I use it in Safari sometimes. Windows Mail is an app that automatically comes on a Windows computer, and again, you can access that from your Windows 10 Start menu. The Calendar is the associated app for Calendar. They're both using Outlook as their basis, but they don't have all the capabilities that Outlook has. And as I mentioned earlier, you can install the Outlook mobile app on your phones and tablets. And I'm going to address Dr. Kalpana's question right here about the purpose of using Outlook and the reasons that you would want to use it. Outlook is well known around the world as probably the state-of-the-art email program. There are lots of reasons why people would prefer a different one, say Google's Gmail or whatever. However, Outlook does have a very extensive partnership with all of the other things that Microsoft 365 has. For instance, if you create an article in Word, you can share it right from Word, and Outlook will be the program that's handling that sharing and sending it on to someone. They all integrate very smoothly, and it's one of the basic reasons why you would want to use Outlook. Also, of course, we'll get into the menu. There's a great deal of formatting options and other things in Outlook that you might not find in the online versions of any email program. So Microsoft Outlook definitely targets business and professional users because you can create rules, which is not a basic Outlook thing, but I'll run it very quickly. And you can, sort and store all of your emails into folders. I once had a learner who had over 1,000 emails. Apparently she kept them from the beginning of time. I don't know. But she wanted to know how to create folders and how to sort everything so that she didn't have to look at all of them every day. That we will be looking at. It's easy. So they also, the Outlook.com, which is the free version, is great for people who are not maybe a doctor or a business person, but are heavy users of email. And it's similar to Gmail. You can just open a browser and look at your email from anywhere. Mail is that basic program for email that comes automatically on your Windows computer, and it caters just to consumers who are just casual users. So their complex requirements that a doctor has won't be required for the consumer. All right, so I'm going to stop that share. There we are. Anyone have any questions right now?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
This Outlook.com is a free version, and what is the version which we have with Microsoft 365?
Microsoft 365 is the full version. When you have a subscription like that, you're paying for all of the Microsoft Office programs, of which Outlook is one. It has the most interactivity of any of those types of Outlook. And if you are a heavy user or a business user, it's a wonderful thing to not be using the free program, but using the paid for program. It won't stop spam. It's just, that's part of having email. But when you mark an email spam, and I get a lot of them, especially right now during a political season, I mark them as spam. And the Outlook will learn from that, and it will try to prevent you from having to deal with that more than once. So there are a lot of features in Outlook 365 that you may or may not be getting the same capability in Outlook.com.
So when it is a paid thing, it is known as Outlook 365 and not Outlook.com. That is how I understand.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have bought that Microsoft 365, so I can be using that Microsoft Outlook 365, that means?
Yes, that's exactly right.